the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League.
Welcome back to the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League. Here we are in round 2 of event 2 of the DRC-X.
The competition is really starting to heat up in this one.
Yes, it is. In the last race, we may have seen the best overtake ever with Esteban Reyes leapfrogging over the competition.
An absolutely legendary move.
Here's the current standings. Team Ford on top with 44 points. Team BW is up to 35. We'll find out where the other two teams land on this scoreboard after today's race.
Let's get to it.
Today we have Team Alfa Romeo taking on Team Audi.
Driving for the Alphas, we got Juliet Giamatti in the GT-V6 3.0 and Gordon Shumway in the 155 V6 Ti.
And then for Team Audi, we have Rehan Hussein in the Quattro and Hans Falcon driving the Avant RS2.
Team Audi really had a great start to this competition in round 1.
Yeah, they scored 28 points in the first round. Team Alfa Romeo only scored 15.
That is a pretty big gap.
It certainly is. They are off for the first race. Team Alfa Romeo up on top. Both drivers landed along with Team Audi. The Audi's first through the intersection, but here comes Juliet Giamatti to pull into second place. Hans Falcon in the lead, up and over the jump.
Oh, yeah.
A nice one there.
Hans Falcon knows how to fly.
Hans Falcon all alone here on the track, spins it around.
Oh, don't mess it up now, Hans.
The competition getting closer, but Hans Falcon first over the line. Whoa! Wow!
Look at Gordon Shumway fly.
Team Alfa Romeo really getting some air here at the final jump. I think they may have taken the big air bonus on that one.
I like this. After their poor, sorry performance in the first round, Team Alpha is hungry. They are hungry for points. They are hungry for big air, and that makes me a very happy man.
Well, we're all glad for your happiness, but let's look at the replay here. Hans Falcon with a nice jump over the hill, lands it a little sideways, but keeps it on the track.
Yeah, he was flying in that thing.
Now, Juliet avoids the jump. Rehan Hussein gets a little air along with Gordon Shumway, but maybe that was part of their strategy to build up speed for the final jump. I don't know.
Well, I don't know what Hans Falcon was doing here, but that move looks intentional.
I think it was a little bit of showboating. He was so far ahead, he decided to spin it around so he could see the competition.
Yeah, but the problem is he lost sight of the big air.
That is true. That was a pretty weak jump by Hans Falcon. Only a 7.0. Look at Juliet, gets a 9. And then Gordon Shumway out-jumps Juliet with a 9.5.
See that? Team Alpha has their priorities straight. Big air first, Hans Falcon. Big air first.
The score after the first race, Team Alfa Romeo has 5. Team Audi has 7. And there they go down the track for race 2. This time we have Team Audi up on top. Hans Falcon way ahead of his teammate. Team Alfa Romeo first through the intersection with Juliet Giamatti in the lead. Here they go approaching the first big jump.
Oh, yeah.
Nice air there by Juliet Giamatti.
Juliet really knows how to drive that Romeo.
Through the final turn, she is moving here.
Send it.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Yes, baby. That is some big air.
A monster jump. Wait, what's going on?
Bro, Rehan Hussein has some crazy brakes on that Quattro.
Well, he certainly stuck the landing. Hans Falcon ended up landing on top of his car and bouncing off. And we got both members of Team Alfa Romeo upside down.
That's how you know it was a good race.
That jump, though, by Juliet Giamatti, that was big.
I told you, this is a different Team Alpha. They are hungry. They want this one.
Right there seems like there was some contact made in the air between Gordon Shumway and Hans Falcon. Here's that huge jump by Juliet Giamatti.
She might be challenging for the big air record right there.
Well, I certainly think that's the biggest jump of event 2 so far. Now let's see what happened to Team Audi. Here comes Rehan Hussein. And then Hans Falcon bounces off the top of his car.
Maybe he's trying to use his teammate as a platform to get a bigger jump.
There's Juliet.
Oh.
Wow, 13.5.
Wow.
Not quite the big air record that Dylan set, which is 15. But that is a big jump.
That puts Juliet Giamatti in the upper echelon of big air jumpers here in the DRC-X.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. You're watching the DRC-X on the 3D Botmaker Diecast Racing League channel. Team Alfa Romeo has taken the lead. They have 14, with Team Audi sitting at 10.
That's because Team Alpha has chosen the path to victory, which is big air.
Here we go with race 3. Alfa Romeo up on top. Whoa! Juliet Giamatti wrecks on the jump. Hans Falcon in the lead. Gordon Shumway right behind him in second place.
Let's go big, Hans.
Whoa!
Hey, that was nice.
Hans Falcon flying over the jump. Gordon Shumway chasing him down here on the final stretch. There's one more turn before the finish. Hans Falken blocking Gordon Shumway. And there they go over the jump.
Whoa! Where did Rehan Hussein come from?
I don't know, but Team Audi is trying to get back in this one.
Well, that is the way you get back.
Team Alfa Romeo unfortunately missing a member as Juliet Giamatti wrecked over on the crossover jumps. You know, sometimes we forget that those are actual danger points here on the track. We've seen so many drivers land it that we forget things can really go wrong there.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad of a wreck, but it's unfortunate because we just saw Juliet Giamatti get one of the biggest jumps ever, and then she immediately wrecks in the next race.
Surprisingly, that was our first DNF of the day.
Well, making it halfway through with no DNFs is a rare thing in the DRC-X.
A very close race into the final turn. Hans Falken was able to block Gordon Shumway to take the win. The question here is, who got the big air bonus?
I think we know who got the big air bonus. My boy Rehan Hussein.
Let's see. Gordon Shumway actually outjumps Hans Falken, but then Rehan Hussein passes him all up with 11.
I know 11 doesn't look impressive, especially after we just had a 13.5, but 11 is still a big jump.
Yeah, it actually is. Okay, Team Audi has taken the lead back. They have 18. Alfa Romeo has 17. And there they go for the fourth and final race. Now remember, this is an accumulation of points over 3 rounds, so whoa!
Uh-oh. Falcon down.
Another wreck on the crossover. Whoa, we just lost Juliet Giamatti.
Giamatti down.
That leaves Gordon Shumway and Rehan Hussein. Gordon with a pretty big lead here, but here comes Rehan Hussein closing in. Another close race through the final turn.
Let's go big.
Here they come. Nice jump there to finish things off for both teams.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Well, it was bad for Hans Falken and Juliet Giamatti.
Another DNF for Juliet. What a shame.
Maybe something got loose after that huge big air jump.
That's probably what it is.
Whoa, we got Hans Falken in the water.
How is he floating?
Well, the water is very shallow under the jump. It gets deeper as you go back into the lake area.
I don't know if that's good or bad for Hans.
Well, if he was under the water, it would certainly be bad, right?
Yeah, unless he was a fish.
Well, he's not a fish.
Okay, well then it would have been worse.
Wait, you thought he was a fish?
No, like fish people.
Okay, this conversation seems like it's going to go down a rabbit hole that I'm not ready for at the moment.
I can show you some things you won't believe, 3D.
I'm sure you can. Here's the replay. Gordon Shumway taking it easy over that first jump along with Rehan Hussein. Let's get down to the big air jump to see who got the bonus on the last race.
Gordon Shumway doing a great job adding some points for his team with this win here at the end.
Yeah, Team Alfa Romeo needs all the points they can get. Let's view that jump from the big air cam to see who gets the extra bonus. And it's going to go to Gordon Shumway with a 9.5.
Team Alpha doing great in the big air department today.
There's the final scores. Team Alfa Romeo finishes with 23. Team Audi 21. And there's the standings after round 2. Audi still on top with 49. Team Ford has 44. Alfa Romeo has 38, and VW is on the bottom with 35.
It's not looking good for the Frizz and Team VW.
Well, we'll have to wait to see what happens in round 3. We hope you enjoyed today's race. Until next time, I'm 3D Botmaker.
And I'm 2D.
And you've been watching the DRC-X.